Hey guys, US-based Ojoma got married to the love of her life, doll, in an elaborate ceremony. It was the groom's parents' first time on African soil. Listen, and they had a blast, guys. This is exactly what we call love beyond borders. And of course, Ojoma is Igala, a tribe in Kogi State. That's their fabric. You can see the dancers wearing. Let's get to see how much fun they had at this event. The event was organized by PK Events. It was a beautiful decoration, had a purple, pink, lilac, cream color, and this is the event planner, ensuring all T's are crossed and all I's are dotted. I look at this look. So we have the lovely couple, looking dapper. I love their outfits. I love it. Purple and silver is such an elite color. But sometimes I feel like these colors are not usually used a lot, but these colors are really beautiful. The groom being fanned. Of course, we all know that when you're used to like Oyibo weather, no matter how cold Nigeria is, it will be like, that's okay.
Oh my god. So let's do so we can get the... Who is that man? Is that my husband?
The bride looks like a supermodel. I love how chiseled her face is. I admire people who are very open to marriages across border or tribes. Like, it's something I admire, but I really don't think I want to do that for myself, to be very honest. But when I see people who like marry outside their tribes, outside their culture, outside their countries, I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like, it shocks me every time, because I say to myself, can I? The culture shock, everything. I admire people. It's something I wish I could, but I can't. I don't know, funny enough, my parents do not have a problem with cross-cultural or intertribal unions, but I personally do. Like, I have my reservations about it. And for the Nigeria, based on local level, this election opened my eyes. Like, just seeing how people got insulted, especially Igbo people got insulted because their mothers are Yoruba. Look at GRV in Lagos, and I don't know, it kind of made me realize that sometimes love is not enough, because it's very important that my children, even after I have passed, and if after I am not present to defend them, don't ever feel like a second-class citizen in any like in their father's village or their mother's village as well. Like, just imagine GRV, oh, his name is Chinedu, he cannot run for election, oh, tainted blood and all of that. And to be very honest, I think I'm like, oh my god, to be very honest, intertribal union might actually be a bad idea. That really changed my view. I've always had my reservations, but the elections was like, after the elections I was like, no, I will never consider that. Like, never ever. I saw a tweet yesterday from somebody who said he wanted to marry a girl from Kaduna and his mother is not receptive. The guy in question is from Umahia, and I was like, oh my god, Kaduna ladies are amazing. I mean, sometimes, like, to be very honest, we need to open our hearts, especially like we just need to open our hearts to people, because guys, see, I'm giving advice I cannot take for myself, but if you're ever facing a situation whereby your sibling or your child wants to marry, I think it's okay to just let them do them after you have told them, okay, this is why I don't want you to marry from this place. If they insist, let them be. Because at the end of the day, there is no rule that states that marrying someone from your tribe equals to being happy. Some people married from their, like, let me give you guys a gist. My mom is from Anambra, right? And her sister married an Anambra man from a place called Uke in Idemili local government. I think it's south. I don't know if it's south or north. And my auntie had it as my auntie had 2 kids, a boy and a girl. So she had it as a rule that all her kids were going to marry from Anambra, not far. For her daughter, she wanted her daughter to marry from Idemili because according to her, she didn't want her daughter to go far. Mind you, my auntie doesn't even live in the village. So this talks about going far is very funny, because sometimes these people are telling you, I don't want my daughter to go far, but their daughter is based in America. I will probably come back 4 times in 20 years. So what's the going far? So let's not go into that. So when my cousin wanted to the original person my cousin was supposed to marry was her longtime school boyfriend she met when she was in Isut. The guy was amazing. He was doing so well. He worked with some governors. Like, the guy was good. In fact, he gained admission for my cousin. He got admission for my cousin in Isut, which is what her mom does not even know. All her mom knows is her daughter came out, told her, oh, I gained admission, but the guy did like the underground work and all of that. He was highly connected in Enugu. So when the guy proposed, my auntie was like, no way, her daughter will not go to Enugu. That was how my cousin left the guy. But they remained very cordial. The guy eventually got married, has kids now. And so my cousin married this guy from Idemili, a place known as Uke. I think it's in Idemili South or North. But I know my cousin was from either North or South, the guy from the opposite, but the same Idemili. And initially the family, they were cool with my cousin, and then things happened. The marriage hit the rocks. Not rocks per se, but they started having issues. First, the guy deceived my cousin. Like, he was always saying, I have container coming in the high sea, blah blah blah. Then they realized there was no container anywhere, and my cousin was already pregnant. My cousin had like a preterm baby a few days before her traditional wedding. She was upset. There was drama after her traditional wedding. Her parents had to sponsor, to cover face, because she was pregnant already. And then her sister-in-law would run away with the money. My cousin was prayed, and my cousin was angry. You must return the money. You must return the money. And that was the beginning of the hatred from her sister-in-law. But regardless, her mother-in-law loved her. So after the marriage, my cousin, closed up her shop in Enugu and moved to Lagos, where this guy was living in his father's house. His father had like a block of 6 flats, and he gave his children 1 flat. Of course, her husband's sisters had access to the house. It's their father's house, right? And then one time, one of my cousin was pregnant with her 2nd child, and then her sister-in-law ate and did not wash the plates, and my cousin was like, please, can you go wash the plates? And my cousin was angry because the girl wouldn't wash the plates. And when my cousin's husband came back in the evening, she told her husband, oh, your sister ate and did not wash the plates. Her husband, out of anger, gave his sister Tozai. Oh my god, the sister announced to the family, and they were upset with my cousin. Their father was upset. Their mother was the only person who loved my cousin and was even yelling at her daughters, why would you eat and will not wash plates? Your brother's wife is pregnant, blah blah blah. And the marriage was full of so much drama. Sadly, my cousin's husband, let me just call, maybe someday I'll give the full gist. My cousin's husband passed after 2 years of the marriage, 2 years and 6 months. Her first child was like 2 years plus. Her second child was like 6 or 7 months. This man passed due to cardiac arrest. let me not just go into details. The long and short is my cousin became a sad girl, and she reached out to her ex-boyfriend. He like gave her money, helped her to settle. The guy really tried. The guy really tried for my cousin, though, if we're being honest.